Vocabulary is a key part of learning to read, and it is a fact that sometimes students struggle with the many ins and outs of our confusing English language. Today we will discuss what your options are as a teacher for helping a student, and you will have at least one, who doesn't understand the meaning of the words he or she is reading. They may be able to read the word, but cannot tell you what the word itself means, which can make reading frustrating for even the best reader. One strategy that is being used today is a KWL chart. A KWL chart is something that is filled out by the student in sections. The K and the W sections should be filled out before reading, while the L section is filled out after reading. The KWL stands for Know, Want, and Learn. Students should complete the chart by writing what they think they know about a specific topic, what they want to know, and what they ended up learning. This strategy is usually lumped together with other anticipation guides, which will help the student determine before they begin reading what they will be learning about, which can make comprehension come easier. The second strategy to discuss is teaching key vocabulary words before reading. Whether students are reading at their independent reading level or higher, there are bound to be words they have not yet come into contact with. As a teacher, it would be your job to go through each book and look for words the student might have a hard time understanding the meaning. Once a list is compiled, have the students write the word and the meaning down, so that he or she has at least seen the word and have an idea of what it means before encountering it while reading. Another idea would be to have students make posters or lists of key words. Some teachers use word journals where students write down words they encounter and don't understand, and then use those journals to later look up the words so that they have an understanding of what the word means for future references. Students can also trade and compare word journals with their peers, allowing students to learn from each other. Word journals would be a great thing to do with any ELL or English language learner students you may have. Since English is difficult to learn in general, this strategy would allow ELL students to see an English word and definition paired with their native word with the same meaning. For example, if you had a native Spanish speaker, his journal could have handsome, which means good looking, paired with the Spanish word guapo. Word journals will allow students to compare and contrast English and their native tongue. Reading aloud has been proven to help make students better readers because it models fluency, and it also exposes students to higher level vocabulary that they might not encounter in their own independent reading. Not only does this expose students to more vocabulary, you as a teacher can explain meanings during this time that sometimes cannot be done while the students are engaging in independent reading. Discussion about new words can solidify the meaning of the word in students' minds, and read-alouds are something that both you and your students can enjoy together. The last thing we will discuss today is teaching word learning strategies. When comprehension is a problem, one of the easiest ways to help students is through the use of synonyms and antonyms. When students are given other words that they already understand in the form of the same or opposite of a word that they do not understand, comprehension comes easier. For example, a word that students might see and have trouble understanding is the word gloomy. But if you are able to teach your students that gloomy is just a synonym of sad, they will more than likely catch on. So in summary, when you are dealing with a student who is having vocabulary comprehension issues, don't fret. There are 5 things that have been proven to help you and the student out. These things include a KWL chart and other anticipation guides. These will help the student know what to expect when he or she begins reading. Teaching key vocabulary words before reading so that the student has had some exposure to the words before being asked to interact with them will help as well. Having students make posters or journals about key words that they didn't understand and researching the word meaning. Remember, have students share these with the class so students can learn from another. My favorite of all the activities is reading aloud to your class every day. because this will expose your students to new words and will create a comfortable and fun reading atmosphere. And last but not least, teach word learning strategies. Not only will these activities help students understand what they are reading, it will make reading more fun, which is what you, as a teacher, want for your students anyways.